and welcome to Section 10 of Texas history. Now, we are a country. Ain't that awesome? The Republic of Texas was recognized as an independent country on September 1st of 1836. Now, if you'll remember, the war didn't even actually start until October of 1835. So, and that's just whenever Stephen F. Austin said that war was declared. That isn't, I mean, you had the Battle of Gonzales, but it was just a little bitty battle, and pretty much just the town said, we're not giving you back your cannon. You know, I mean, there really, it didn't take very long for this to happen. But September 1st, 1836, the Republic of Texas is recognized as a country. Sam Houston was voted in as the first president, with Maribel, and yes, that is pronounced Maribel. You see it spelt, it does not look like Maribel, but it is pronounced Maribel. B. Lamar is the vice president. Stephen F. Austin was the Secretary of State. Now, Stephen F. Austin died in office on December 27th of 1836, and he was 43 years old. So he only got to see his country be a country for a few months. Like, it wasn't that long at all. But he at least got to see where his beautiful country became a country. Now, we're about to get into some stuff that kind of pisses me off, just because I am such a Texan through and through. I do not like that we have dark stuff in our history. But, I mean, I guess that's true of anywhere you go. They have stuff that they considered right at the time that is no longer considered moral and upsets people. So we are going to go into the slavery. They did their first, the Republic of Texas did its first census in the beginning of 1837. And the starting population in total of Texas was 38,470 people. Now, bear in mind, 5,000 of them were slaves. 5,000. And as much as I hate to say it, even though the African slave trade by this time was like, you know, people were just, well, why are we going to get them from Africa? We could just breed them. So it wasn't as big of a thing. But as much as I hate to say it, the city that I was born in, Houston, and Galveston both had a thriving African slave trade going on until the Civil War. It's horrible. I don't know. It makes me want to cry. By 1845, there were 30,000 slaves. That is less than 10 years. That is 8 years. It had gone from 5,000 to 30,000 people enslaved in my state, in my country. It just, it breaks my heart. And it was mostly here in East Texas where I do live, because we had a lot of cotton plantations out here. My mom actually picked cotton as a kid. I did it as a school project once. It's a horrible, horrible thing. You could not pay me enough to pick cotton. It hurts. Anyway, on June 12th of 1837, the Texas Rangers were authorized to use friendly Native American scouts and spies. Flacco, who was a Lipon, I pronunciation is not my strong suit. He was a Lipan Apache chief, served under Ranger Hayes from 1841 to 1842. And Flaco says that Flaco and Hayes both say that Flaco saved Hayes several times during this. So, I mean, the Native Americans were a big part of Texas becoming Texas, and it tends to get overlooked. So, yeah, I mean, I do kind of throw out random Native American facts here and there, but there's a reason for it. It's because most places you're not going to learn about what the Native Americans did. A lot of places, and a lot of even school districts in the United States, kind of treat the Native Americans as something that is extinct. And I don't like that. Okay, in 1838, the second president is elected, and it was Sam Houston's vice president, Maribel Lamar. This is what he did. He drove the Cherokee from Texas, and he warred with the Comanches. He tried to open a trade route to Santa Fe, and that was just absolutely disastrous. And he moved the capital to a place called Waterloo, and they renamed it Austin. So he founded our state capital. In 1839, many free men prospered, even though they were severely restricted. And actually so did quite a few women who also could not own property, and free women, freed men, or people of color, female people of color also prospered. Two of the most famous was Charity Bird, who ran a bakery. She made enough to vacation in the U.S. on her vacation time. And by 1860, the widow Ashworth had an estate worth close to $1,200, which is more than $300,000 in today's money. So doing way better than I am. And in 1839, that is when Waterloo was renamed to Honor, and obviously, and it was renamed to Austin in honor of Stephen F. Austin. And it became the capital. So, yeah, that's where we're going to stop. We actually went over 3 years in this 8-minute video. But don't forget to be awesome. I love you guys. And I will talk to you later. Bye.